Good afternoon, everyone. It's Mike Gunzelman. I'm part of Ingram's Analytics and Data Science team. Wanted to talk a little bit about analytics and what is the actual art of the possible out there today. So let's start off real simple. Analytics or analysis is really only about three parts. So nice simple triangle that says, one, you have to have data. Two, I need a tool to work with that. And last but not least, I need some human ingenuity to be able to work with all this stuff. And the real story is this is a very iterative solution. We start small and we learn and we grow, and we actually sooner or later go to a point where we get business insights. So we've actually understood what the data means to the company. Things to watch out for. Don't have enough data. Poor quality data. Missing sources that I would like to have included but didn't know about. Keep in mind that tools are not all the same. Some are very much meant for knowledge workers, and other ones are on a complete opposite spectrum, therefore business users. So we take all the smarts of a technical person, put them under the hood of the product, and then present you with a very guided experience so that it becomes available for everyone. And last but not least is the human ingenuity factor, probably the hardest part of the equation. The person that needs to sort through the data has to have an understanding of what we're trying to do and ask questions along the way, because it's never quite clear. So we'll need some human intervention. And understand that this is a really broad landscape to look at. There's not one product out there. There's about 7 or 8 classes of them. So if we start out real simple, business intelligence is probably the most important part of any analytics journey, as well as reporting. Those things all fall under a nice little umbrella called descriptive analytics. So when I run a report, I know how the business is doing at that point in time, but I can't see very much into the future. I can tell how things worked in the past, but it's a limited view, but it's essential to get an idea of where things are. Second, we move off to modeling, or what some people would call statistics, and they all fall under this umbrella of predictive tools or predictive analytics. How can I see the future from my current historical data? How do I know what to expect for my sales this quarter without actually knowing anything other than past history? Or how do I predict who's the best person to be marketing to? So really game-changing tools out there when we get into this field. Next one is going to be all about making better decisions, or decision optimization, also known as operational research. We put that under the title of prescriptive analytics. Now that I know what I should be doing, because I can predict the future to a good extent, what's the best next decision to make? So in a complex world where we're trying to say, for example, assign time off of work to people, but I still have to staff a hospital with a lot of categories and long shifts and people that can't always work 40 hours and some that can't. What do I do? Well, I could make 100 different possible decisions, but a tool like this helps us get to the best possible answer quickly. Next is all about language, text analysis, sentiment analysis. How do I understand in concept language that I find out in the world, so that if we wanted to go to a social media site and understand how the rest of the world perceives our company, we could actually pull that information down and intelligently understand what's in that text. So the next best step in computer processing. Next, we add in the real hot market of machine learning, or chatbots, or things like recommendation engines. Those all now fall under this new category called AI. So some people see AI and they think artificial intelligence, and it's kind of an oxymoron. It's very unintelligent because it only knows about a very focused part of the world, and it's basically meant to augment human capabilities, not to take over the world. So this is where a lot of things are happening today. And we get to the last step. It's all about, how do I put this all together? Can I take all the different resources in my environment and get that nice, complete 360-degree view of the customer from my email system, from my HR system, from my CRM system, from my ERP information? Or can I do very strategic sales and marketing activities? These now all fall under the exotic word of data science today. So a couple things to keep in mind. There are a couple in-betweeners. So between first and second step, you're going to find something called financial and operational planning tools. And way up toward the top, we have cyber threat and fraud analysis tools. Those are very niche, very specific, but something that are very real out in the world around us. And last but not least, there is kind of an interesting dividing line that says, if you're to the left of that gold line, there is a very natural SMB play for all of those parts, believe it or not, because they all have very simple self-guided tools out there. Yes, there are expert tools, but they're not a requirement any longer. But on the other side of the fence, where we see AI and data science, that is still hardcore technology. You need to invest in it. You're going to need skills there to be able to do it. So if you have any questions, opportunities, or interest in this area, please give me a ring or drop me an email at my address, michael.gunzelman@agromicro.com. So nice talking to you. Have a good time today. Bye.